Hi, good afternoon, everyone. It is Saturday, December 14th, and it's 12:30 p.m. here in Chicago. So, my last post was about the whole situation, from what I heard at least, with Claressa and Papoose and Remy Ma. And I had to even edit the commentary in that video because I was speaking without knowing a couple of additional details, a couple of very important details. I didn't know about the text messages that Remy Ma went and put out for the world to see. Text messages from Claressa to Papoose. Had I seen those text messages, no way in hell would I have been saying I like the idea of Papoose and Claressa as a couple. Based on those text messages, Claressa is begging a man who does not seem to have much time for her, does not seem to be fully into her. It sounds like she's begging him to be that, and he's not. And it's just not a good look for her. You know, I saw in the text message where she's saying, like, since when you have two dead phones and you didn't call me? So you gotta ask the man to call you. You gotta beg the man to call you, and you gotta start putting two and two together. You got two phones and you didn't call me, and they're both dead. And then I'm tripping when I say I want gifts or I want more time with you. Claressa, the man just isn't that into you. If he doesn't, forget about the gifts, put that aside. The time. If he's not spending time with you, he'd rather spend his time elsewhere. And don't give me that he's busy with his music. Trust me, if he wanted to spend time with you, there would be time spent with you. Now, I don't know how much of his time you want versus how much time he has, because he does have, his family. He has his kids, even if he's no longer with Remy, But I'm going to go ahead and assume you want a fair amount of time spent with him, and he's not giving you that. It just does not sound like Papoose is into Claressa all like that. He might like her enough to, spend some time with her. And in that case, it's up to her, not to give up too much and not to be so invested in what he's doing and why he's not calling. It sounds like she needs to be living her life. It sounds like he's not that into her. And again, I didn't know about these text messages, or I would never have said, oh, I think they make a cute couple. I thought they were like, really a couple. But those text messages, Remy one-upped her on that one. Leaking those text messages, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It sounds like Papoose don't really want her like that. Begging for his time and asking for a gift, and he told her she's tripping, and you got to say you ain't called me, and one of the text messages is saying get up. I don't know, like, it also sounds like she's kind of not getting the hint. I don't know. And again, I could be totally wrong. I'm just going off of these text messages that Remy Ma leaked. And then to top it off, I saw a vlog channel where they were calling Claressa his mistress. So somebody decided to get real technical. Because, technically, I hate to say it, but technically you could say that. But it kind of cut kind of deep to hear somebody calling the quote the mistress. But these people don't know Claressa. They don't watch boxing. If you go to any of the vlogs where they're not boxing fans, they're saying things like, and he allegedly is dating a boxer by the name of Claressa Shields. These people don't know her. Got them calling her the mistress. And again, that's calling a spade, but it hurts a little bit, especially if you're a big fan of hers. You know her in the ring. You know her to be, very competitive and very ambitious and sometimes too outspoken. We know her as, like, a really, distinguished woman in boxing. And to see someone calling her a mistress, I was like, whoa. So it's not a good look for her at all. Now, one thing these non-boxing vlogs did say that, I hate to say it, but I've been saying this too. One pointed out how she can't dress. She was like, and I don't know who told this woman to wear a tennis dress with some baby Louboutins. They called her red bottoms baby Louboutins because they were looking all of 2.5-inch heels. Now, I'm not against 2.5-inch heels, but ladies know certain style of shoe, you really gotta go with the 4-inch heel, because it looks like you're half-assing it if you get a 2.5-inch heel. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a 2.5-inch heel or a 3-inch heel, but there are certain looks for that heel. There are certain looks for that heel. And if you get a 2.5-inch heel to go with a certain style of dress, it really does just look like you don't know no better, or you just didn't make the right choice. It really, I mean, it is what it is. And it's funny that the woman who said that pointed it out, because she was pointing out how Claressa said to Remy, you're 45 years old. So this vlogger was like, yeah, Remy might be 45 years old, but you're the one who should be in the 4-inch heels, and you're walking around with these baby Louboutins. So she's basically saying Claressa can't dress and dresses like somebody's auntie. And she's clapping at somebody who's 45 who would never be seen dressed like that. So I thought that part was funny, because I had always said Claressa can't dress. But unfortunately, somebody outside of the boxing world is saying it now too. But and then here's another thing. Claressa made a diss track against Remy Ma. Really, Claressa? You made a diss track against a battle rapper from the Bronx? Really, Claressa? Do you really want to do that? I mean, she's already beaten you by exposing those text messages. She's practically laughing at you. Like, look at this woman begging Papoose for his time. You need my help? You need me to tell you what to do? That's embarrassing enough. But now you're going to do a diss against, again, a battle rapper from the Bronx? Are you crazy? But anyway, back to what's important to me. Claressa playing herself. Claressa, don't send that man no more text messages begging him for his time or begging him for anything. It's such a bad look for you. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Oh my goodness. I was heartbroken for her when I read those text messages. And learn to take a hint. If he's not calling you, that means a lot. That means so much. How he a man and he not calling you? Oh my God. But anyway, I wish her all the best. But the main point of this video, I definitely wanted to take back what I said about her and Papoose making a great couple. They won't make a great couple because Papoose don't want to make a couple with her. It's obvious in her text messages. At least from what I seen, and we're going to assume that those are really from her, because I don't think she ever said those weren't her texts. I don't know, but Remy Ma definitely put them out there. And that again, Remy one-upped her on that one, because those text messages, in my opinion, are embarrassing to Claressa. But anyway, you know, again, that's what happens when you get involved with a man who is going through what Papoose is going through. You know, leave that man alone and go back to your fiance, okay? Go back to your fiance. You went from being somebody's whole soon-to-be wife to a man that you got to beg for his time. Or ask him why he didn't call you. So I mean, get this shit in order. Get this shit in order. Anyway, have a good day, everyone.